Yeah, we can't talk to you for the first week while you're settling in, so we'll call you next Sunday.
Everyone loves the Addams Family for their eccentricity and fascination with the supernatural. They're not like most families on modern television, and that's remained the case since their first appearance in cartoon format in the late 1930s. They've stuck around ever since, remaining relevant in pop culture and encouraging viewers to embrace what they might find in the shadows. Not all of the family's misadventures fall on the kooky side of things, as proven by the series dedicated to the eldest daughter, Wednesday. Netflix found itself a hit when it delved into the Addams Family world with Wednesday, taking the titular character out of her comfort zone and forcing her to attend Nevermore Academy, a school crawling with supernatural creatures and filled to the brim with mysteries. Although Wednesday wasn't keen on transferring to her parents' former school, she quickly found herself right at home amid murders to solve and monsters to hunt, all while discovering the secrets behind her premonitions. It's no surprise that Netflix greenlit Wednesday for a second season. And now that our favorite macabre detective has made a name for herself at Nevermore, she may find that the new school year will go differently than the last. In today's video, I'll discuss the differences we might see between the first and second seasons.
Sorry about Xavier. I'm not. He's a liar and a killer.
Number 1. Heavy on the horror. The previous adaptations of the Addams Family have always leaned into the peculiar and bizarre. They're a favorite for many to rewatch during October, but they're scarcely referred to as horror movie classics. Wednesday tried to channel the same level of wit and dry humor that has enraptured audiences for decades. And it certainly succeeded. It also pays homage to prominent horror films or tropes throughout the series, most notably to Carrie during the school dance. From what we've seen in the trailer, we can expect even more horror movie references, including gruesome takes, more murders, and violent monsters threatening the students inside Nevermore Academy. One of the scenes that stood out most in the trailers shows Wednesday tied up in front of a table. She's accompanied by an arrangement of dolls, each sorted around the table like they're preparing to have tea. Evil dolls aren't a new concept in the horror genre, and I fully expect Wednesday to create a fun spin on an overused trope. Aside from paying homage to the films and stories that inspired the Addams Family and everything else that goes bump in the night, fans already expect the second season to be darker than its predecessor. The first season already included several deaths, monsters, and secrets lost to time, so future episodes will need to up the ante to keep the audience on the edge of their seats. The Addams Family also has more secrets for Wednesday to unearth, ones that they would rather keep buried. The trailer teases a return of monsters old and new who could threaten everyone in Nevermore and the surrounding towns, resulting in nothing short of a bloodbath that only Wednesday can foresee. Number 2. The Addams Family cameos. The title of the series says it all. Most fans weren't expecting to see other members of the Addams Family when they tuned in to watch Wednesday for the first time. Still, the first season included a handful of cameos and nods to the former series that delighted old and new fans alike. In the first episode, Wednesday gets revenge on Pugsley's bullies, only to be sent to Nevermore by her parents for her violent attack at the school pool. She later uncovers dark truths about her family and gets to see them in a new light, like when she helped her father Gomez escape a murder charge. However, the extended family's role in the overall story is minimal at best, as Wednesday spends the school year at Nevermore alone, going on a solo adventure while uncovering mysteries, making new friends, learning about her ancestors, and crossing paths with dangerous monsters. The only other member of the family who appears as frequently as she does is Thing, the sentient and ever-helpful hand that Gomez left behind to keep an eye on his daughter. For the second season, we can expect to see more of the Addams Family. The trailer focused heavily on Wednesday and her connection to her mother Morticia, who also attended Nevermore as a seer. As the apple doesn't fall far from the tree in this scenario, it seems like the second season will focus on the relationship between the mother and the daughter, including their similarities, differences, and the secrets that they keep from one another.
It's made of obsidian, which Aztec priests used to conjure visions.
Number 3. The broken love triangle. When we start Wednesday, we've met a bitter writer who would rather be anywhere else than Nevermore Academy. She never had a problem with her former social isolation, and she was less than thrilled when she met her outgoing and bubbly new roommate, Enid. From the very beginning, it seemed as though Wednesday was prepared to sabotage any friendship or relationship she formed at her new school. That's why it was so surprising when the series introduced the concept of a love triangle between Wednesday and two other characters. On one hand, she had an interesting entanglement with one of her classmates at Nevermore, Xavier, and on the other hand, she forged an unlikely bond with a local boy, Tyler. By the end of the first season, we learn that Tyler is the monster that Wednesday has searched for since arriving at the school. He was the violent and murderous Hyde who was responsible for the death of a Nevermore student shortly after Wednesday enrolled at the academy. With Tyler's true identity uncovered, it's unlikely that his budding relationship with Wednesday will continue, or that they'll maintain a positive rapport moving forward. Wednesday's actress Jenna Ortega has stated in interviews that the love triangle doesn't make sense for her character. To amend this, the second season will ditch the concept of the love triangle altogether, likely leaving Wednesday a single and self-sufficient protagonist with no time for dates or a romantic partner.
Uriah's heap is definitely not my bag.
It's an emergency. I need to check out Pilgrim World.
But Wednesday, this is not a fair trade.
Number 4, abandoning the lone wolf. While Wednesday might not want romance and can handle most of her investigations solo, it doesn't mean she has to go about her adventures alone. We see from the trailer that Thing will return to Nevermore Academy at her side, ready to watch her back and help keep her out of trouble. However, he's not the only friendly face she's returning to. Throughout the first season, Wednesday managed to make unlikely friendships and alliances, and I doubt those have withered during their vacation. In the trailer, we see Wednesday return to her former dorm with Enid, who is as energetic and welcoming as ever. Their room is still perfectly split down the middle, allowing Wednesday to have a warm welcome home as she reunites with the closest person she has to a best friend. In the last season, Enid struggled to unlock her full potential as a werewolf, but with those powers untapped, she could be a valuable resource for Wednesday as she continues to search for other monsters in the dark. The trailer also provided a close-up shot of Bianca, a siren and one of the most popular students at Nevermore. Bianca and Wednesday didn't see eye to eye at first, quickly becoming rivals throughout the first season. But they leave that behind to help one another defeat Joseph Crackstone. With Bianca returning to Nevermore to support her, Wednesday may find her popularity booming in the new school year, forcing her to leave her former lone wolf act behind.
You're not gonna, wolf out on me, are you? I mean, it is a full blood moon.
Number 5, Wednesday the heroine. Wednesday had cultivated an image for herself before arriving at Nevermore. Not many people can say they're kicked out of their former school because they released piranhas into the pool. She wasn't attending high school to make friends, and unlike other characters like Bianca, she wasn't interested in boosting her popularity. Unfortunately for Wednesday, her reputation will be golden when she returns to Nevermore for her second year. Not only did she uncover the identity of the Hyde, who was tormenting her fellow students, but she stopped Crackstone from inciting a massacre at the academy, as he hates all outcasts like the ones he killed during Goody Addams' time. I suspect many of Wednesday's classmates will view her in a different light upon her return, and some new students may even regard her as a heroine. High school is hard for everybody, but it's another ballpark when you throw in murder, monsters, and family secrets passed down through generations. Wednesday will likely experience some growing pains when she returns to Nevermore Academy for the second season, and she's bound to face danger unlike anything she's seen before. The teaser trailer has already warned us about haunting dolls, the return of the Hyde, and new monstrous creatures, so we can only hope that Wednesday's first year at the academy prepared her for everything that goes bump in the night.
The dance committee's suggesting all white to match the theme, but that's not gonna fly with us.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to stay updated on our uploads.
It takes a special kind of stupid to devote an entire theme park to zealots responsible for mass genocide.